Mr. Edward, I was told you were the best private detective, specializing in finding missing persons when I hired you 4 months ago to help me find and bring home my son. I would have used Chief Enyimba's daughter, Elena, who is in the same line of business with you. But I chose you for fear that she would be too emotional to be effective. So far, you've not been able to come up with anything. And that brings me to ask, is there any reason why I should still retain your services?
Well, I am not proud to have failed in my assignment. But it seems you've made up your mind to dump me and use Elena after all.
How do you mean?
Your Majesty, getting information is what I do for a living. Elena is doing the same thing you hired me to do. And I have it on a good authority that she was instructed to do so from this palace.
Is that a joke or something? Who brought her into the picture?
This is your file, Your Majesty. I don't compete for jobs, especially with someone that I have so much respect for, like Miss Elena.
Are you dropping my case?
I'm sorry, Your Majesty. You people left me with no other choice.
Uncle Enyimba, as it stands now, I want to go back to England. I'm no longer interested in the throne. You can keep it for yourself. I just want to go back to my studies.
No way. No way.
Uncle, do you want me to be disgraced as I was told you were disgraced 25 years ago?
Shut up your mouth. Shut up your mouth. Listen, I met with my daughter Elena last week. She is already making progress looking for Rochas and Alex.
Looking for them?
Yes. They have to be eliminated.
Uncle? Eliminated as in killing them?
What other meaning do you think elimination means in this context?
Hey, Uncle, please, I beg you in the name of God, don't do this.
Charles! Shut up your mouth. I am the person calling the shots in this situation. I say what happens. Don't ever argue with me on this matter. Now, get back to your house.
Uncle, we're talking about spillage of blood here.
Just go! Anyoma Roku Nimoka. Anyoma Roku Nimoka.
Alex, your pace is irritating me. What is wrong? Is there a problem?
Home. I am thinking about what must have transpired in the kingdom in the past 7 months. I am thinking about what your mom and my dad will be doing to hold the kingdom together. Have you not heard from us or seen us? Have you tried calling them? I mean your mom.
No. But to satisfy you, let me just make that call.
What is it?
Look.
Are you not making the calls again?
Look, Alex. I've told you once back in Lagos, and I'm going to say it again. You and I, cannot communicate with anyone in that village, including your dad and my mom, until we find Ivy, until I marry her. Is that clear? And remember, it's a royal decree.
What manner of man are you, Rochas? If you don't feel anything for anybody in that kingdom, what about your widowed mom, in whose grieving hand you left your kingdom?
What about her? Alex, I do not want to have this discussion with you again. I do not want to have this discussion with you again. All right? We have a travel in a few days to Ethiopia. Now, if you do not want to discuss that travel, then go to bed. Good night.
Your father will be so disappointed with you right now.
Let him come from the grave and speak for himself, damn it!
Rochas!
Put the bloody light off. Off.
My God, Your Majesty. When did you come to Lagos?
Who showed me where you live?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Elena, who asked you to look for the Crown Prince and your brother?
I don't understand. My father was here last week and told me that you ordered me to leave everything I was doing and find them with immediate effect. Weren't you the one that gave me the order, Your Majesty? Your Majesty.
Do you have any information on their whereabouts yet?
Not yet, Your Majesty, but I'm confident I will sooner or later.
Well, Elena, intensify your search for them. And when you have any useful information, report back to me and to no one else, not even your father.
Forgive my...
Elena, what I just gave you is a royal decree. Flout it and remain barren and banished from Alabama for the rest of your life. If you need money or any other kind of assistance, call me. To health, peace and progress in the kingdom.
Amen. Amen.
Hey.
Enyimba,
Your Majesty.
why didn't you tell me that you asked Elena to help search and bring back my son and Alex as a matter of urgency last week?
Who told you? Who told you that?
You're shocked. Why? I was also told that since Charles reneged in his promise to go back to England, that he has met with you in your house 3 times. Enyimba, what is going on?
Anyoma roko ni moka. Anyoma roko ni moka. In the first place, Your Majesty, let me apologize for bringing in Elena in the whole picture without your express permission, even informing you thereafter. But I did that for your good and for the good of our sons. I mean, with the whole crisis generated by the absence of the prince in the kingdom, coupled with the fact that the man who sent to fetch him could not find him, I decided to do something. Please, I'm sorry. I'm very sorry. On Charles' visits to my house recently, yes, I invited him. I invited him. In the first visit, I was pleading with him to abandon his ill-advised ambition and go back to England. In the second visit, I wanted to invoke the spirit of his late parents to plead with him again. Then on the third visit, I threatened him that I will get you to pass a royal decree ordering him back to England. But well, the attempts failed to change his mind. Your Majesty, he is drunk with ambition, and that's dangerous. We need to watch him very closely henceforth.
When did you reach that conclusion? Now that I told you what I already know, or before that?
Your Majesty, I don't know what you think about my loyalty to you right now. But any doubt on such loyalty at this point would not help matters. Charles could be manipulating people and information to create a division between the two of us, knowing fully well that without such a division, they will never achieve their aim. I want to caution that you beware, unless you play into the hands of your real enemies.
Enyimba,
Your Majesty.
the royal decree that you threatened Charles with, is it in my power to issue it on a possible candidate to the throne in the kingdom?
No. I was just trying to frighten him. That's all. To frighten him.
You buffoon! You spineless idiot! You dare play the ostrich on me! You dare go to Uncle!
You're hurting me, Uncle.
Shut up, you bona fide idiot!
When I find you fool, you will not live here alive until you tell me how Her Majesty got to know about Elena's involvement in the search for Rochas.
My God, she knows?
You asking me?
Uncle, believe me, I never told anyone anything about what we have done or discussed since we decided to go eat alone 2 weeks ago.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Anyo Maroko. Nimoka. Anyo Maroko. Nimoka. See. This is the royal sword of the Abama kingdom. Because of you, I performed the necessary rituals to enable me to get away from each place, from the shrine of the god of war. This sword is the chief weapon for all the gods and the kings of Abama kingdom. If you lie, as you swear by it, you will wake up the next day to find your head and the rest of your body. Two different entities. So, swear by this sword that you did not go and betray me before Her Majesty. Take it and swear. Swear!
Uncle, may I die violently by the sword if I had ever betrayed you to anybody.
Kiss it! Kiss it! I said kiss! She is watching you. The witch has somebody who is watching every movement you make.
What?
Yes.
Uncle, what do we do now?
Caution. We have to be cautious henceforth.
Alex, can you please help me unpack? And then you can go to your room, have a good night rest. Tomorrow we start our search, first thing in the morning.
This search, where are we supposed to start it?
We will start where the notes say she went to.
For what we know so far, there are so many monasteries here in this country,
And we will have to search each one if we must. I have to find and marry Ivy. That's paramount.
why don't we hire somebody who...
Look, Alex, I decide how this search will be carried out, and I've already decided. We will do it ourselves. Your bit is to pack, rest, because we kick off tomorrow morning.
Okay.
My visit to the travel agency paid off. The prince contacted them for travel arrangements to South Africa for him and Alex. That was 3 days after they arrived in Lagos in search of the girl. 12 days later, they left for South Africa. Unfortunately, my contacts in our embassy and consulates in Pretoria and Johannesburg have no information about them. As same with other contacts I have over there.
Are you telling me that they vanished mid-air to South Africa?
No.
So where are they? How come nobody has seen them since then?
I'll find out, Your Majesty. I also made another important discovery. The girl in question is a South African Catholic nun.
A reverend sister?
Yes, Your Majesty. They both fell in love and got deeply involved. That was before His Majesty passed on. The relationship led to serious spiritual crisis for the lady, and she had herself transferred back to her home country to run away from the prince. That was the period the prince was preparing for the father's burial.
Elena, are you telling me that Rochas did not just defile a Catholic nun, but he also wanted to pull her out of her sacred order to marry her? So because of this outrageous thing, he traveled to South Africa and forgot about his kingdom?
Yes, Your Majesty. What do I do next?
Elena, you will find him. Get him and bring him back here. He must mount the throne of his fathers. I don't care how much it's going to cost me. I will reward you adequately. Okay?
Yes, Your Majesty.
You can get on with it now.
Consider it done, Your Majesty.
Elena.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Remember, you are under a royal decree to keep this between you and I.
Yes, Your Majesty.
Good. You can go now.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
My God. How perverse children of these days could be. Defiling a nun? Rochas.
Anyo Maroko. Limoka. Anyo Maroko Limoka. Are you telling me that Her Majesty came all the way to your house in Lagos to issue a royal decree forbidding you from telling anybody except herself about Rochas and Alex?
Yes, Dad. And I ask again, what is going on? I mean, you told me that you hired me on her express instructions and that... I don't understand though.
Don't worry, my dear. It was just a little misunderstanding about Alex. But we have sorted that out. Let me ask you. Have you got any new lead about Rochas and Alex?
I'm sorry, Dad. I can't discuss that with you anymore.
Because of the so-called royal decree?
Dad, you and I know how serious a thing a royal decree is in this kingdom. And the grave consequences of flouting it.
Alex is your brother, Elena. And as a father, you know I can give out anything, including my life, to protect you.
I don't need you making such sacrifices for me, Dad. Not in something as trivial as this. I'm sorry, Dad. I'm sorry.
Anyo Maroko, Imoka. Anyo Maroko, Imoka.
Doing behind me since earlier today to this night, telling me, okay, who could be training me and for what? always take some wrong turns. Maybe I'm just being paranoid.
I said, you get back, so you continue to do.
Not yet.
Okay. Wherever you are, let's take the game. Could this be? Could it please? Hell no. I can handle him. Even though I can't see his face very well.
Your Majesty.
Charles left the palace without telling anyone where he was going. Or did he tell you?
I've not talked with him since our last meeting. But maybe he decided to travel back to England after all.
He left with just a knapsack. His main luggage is in his room here.
That's so. Then that could mean he traveled just to Lagos.
Lagos?
I'm just guessing.
Why travel to Lagos just a day after Elena left the kingdom, after giving me progress reports on the search?
Okay. Has she made some progress? What did she find out?
I don't believe in coincidences anymore, Enyimba. Not after finding out about the cabinet rebellion.
Your Majesty, are you suspecting she is working with Charles against you and the Crown Prince?
And recently, you told me how dangerous he is. And the need for us to be careful with him. Didn't you? Call Elena.
I don't have a credit in my phone. I will get a recharge and call later.
I'll tell them to bring my phone now.
Your Majesty, I think what we need is to warn Elena, not to frighten her. Using your phone to call her might sound you're desperate. It will unnerve her. It will make her lose focus in what she's doing. Unless you want to take such a risk.
Call her as soon as you get home.
As soon as I get home, I'll do that. I'll do that, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty. Yes, my father called me about 2 hours ago. Hello, please, can I call you back in some minutes? I'm in the middle of a strange situation right now. Oh, okay. This feeling again. God knows that if I'm through what I'm going for right now, and you're still behind me, I will teach you a lesson you'll never forget in a hurry.
Yeah, Uncle, there's a development. Yes, I just traced her to a traveling agency. Okay. Roger that.
Dad,
Yes.
it's been 2 weeks since Alex and Rochas left here for Ethiopia.
Yes, I know. Yeah.
And we are yet to hear from them. Are you still comfortable with that?
I'm worried, but what do we do?
Father, if they should come back and charge us for what we did to them, Ivy's disappearance wouldn't be the only thing we will be contending with.
We will also stop reminding me of the implications of what we did. For once, Nelson.
Father, I am talking about
The image of the family is what I've always told you that I can go to any length to protect. I've been doing that before you were born, and I won't stop today.
Father, if the image of this family must remain unblemished, as it has always been, vows is not what we need now, but concrete action.
Thank God you know that, because since we released Rochas and Alex, you seem to have resigned to talking and not thinking.
Is there any new plan in the pipeline, Father?
I am already implementing it. I have all the entry points into this country. Land, sea, and air under 24 hours surveillance. If they try coming back into this country without informing us first, you will meet them at the entry point to deliver a definite message with the barrel of a gun. Just be ready to do that at a minute's notice.
You can always count on your son, Father.
Sorry, Mara, that we're meeting in the hotel exclusive bar.
No problem.
So do you have any information for me?
Yes, your suspicion was correct, Ma. Just minutes after you left the office, a guy walked in asking me what you came there to do. Of course, I bluffed him with the company client secrecy story as he told me, but you won't believe this. He gave me his hotel room number and offered to pay me 100,000 naira if I should meet him in his hotel room with the information he sought.
Well, what did you tell him?
I told him I'll be there by 6 p.m. This is the hotel room number.
It's past 5 p.m. now. Start going to the place so you can beat the evening traffic. Tell him what he wants to hear and collect the money.
Are you pulling my legs, Ma?
You need the money, don't you?
Of course I want it.
Then go collect it. You see, Marian, this kind of offer, they don't come every day, do they?
Planning to travel to South Africa.
South Africa.
Yes.
Do you have an idea when she intends to travel?
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Okay, I have South African travel documents. Can you arrange a ticket for me on the same flight with her?
I'll need to check if there's still an empty space on it.
Please, you have to go to the office and manipulate my name into the flight manifest. Can you do that?
For another 100,000 naira, I can.
100,000. Okay. This is 200,000 naira for the information you just gave me and for the travel arrangements. Now get going.
I'll be back soon.
Your Highness. Your Highness.
What are you doing here, Elena?
How did I find you? Should have been a more appropriate question, Your Highness. Why are you trailing me in Lagos?
Wait. You've traced and invaded my hotel room to interrogate me?
I don't know what's going on. But if I see you around me again, I will not only hand you over to the police for prosecution, I will also call Her Majesty and report you officially. Good day.
Alex, what's the problem?
I want to talk to you.
Well, shoot.
This is 7 months since we left Nigeria in search of this girl. 7 months. 6 of which we spent in South Africa being dehumanized by her family. For 1 month now, we've been here in Ethiopia searching for her still. We have been to all the monasteries in this country and she is in none of them. Is it the time we wrap it up?
I will say when we wrap it up, Alex. It is for me to say that. Now, from tomorrow, we enter a different phase of our search. We will visit all the monasteries in the East African sub-regional area.
Do you know how many such places and countries you're talking about? Do you?
I am not under an illusion when I speak. I know what I say.
With due respect, you are under illusion. You have been since the day we left the kingdom to embark on this Ethiopia search of yours. If only you face reality for 1 minute, the next will be back to the kingdom.
Alex, it is me you speak to in that manner.
I know, it's you, I know.
I want this discussion closed.
Rochas, your mom is holding forth back home for you. And the arrangement that made that possible is limited by time. Her regency will soon be over. Where will the kingdom end up if that happens and you're not yet back home? Where? What will happen?
I don't care, Alex. I don't care! I need to find and marry Ivy. I do not care.
I care. And for that reason, I don't want to be part of this latest madness of yours.
You must. It's a royal decree.
What?
Now, we will not only visit all the monasteries in the East African countries, we will also check the passenger logs of all regional and international sea, air, and road transport operators that have operated within the past 2 months since she left home. Is that clear? I have spoken.
As Your Highness pleases.
Now get out.
How could we have messed up everything like this? How could we be so careless to let us see you? I don't even know what you came to do in Lagos. Didn't you have lied to her?
Tell such a brilliant lady what manner of lie, Uncle, when she caught me red-handed. It was a mistake you asking me to tell her. We engaged her in her own game, in her own territory.
Am I to take it to mean that you deliberately messed up this issue?
I swear, Uncle, I did not.
Shut up your mouth. Shut up your mouth, Charles. Let me tell you, if Elena alerts Her Majesty, and if she gets to know that I have been behind everything happening, Charles, I swear by my blood, I will cut you into pieces and feed your corpse to the dogs.
Uncle, look, you have to believe me.
Get out here, you buffoon. Get out. Get out. Get out. Anyụ marụ ọkụ n'ime ọka. Anyụ marụ ọkụ n'ime ọka.
Agreeing to see me. My name is Elena. I'm a private detective from Nigeria. I was hired by the royal family of Obama Kingdom to find the missing prince and his cousin.
You came all the way from Nigeria to my house to come and look for them?
I couldn't have looked for them elsewhere, sir, because in this compound stopped the last verifiable trace I have of them so far. When I mean verifiable, I mean I have concrete evidence from the hotel where they checked into when they arrived South Africa, and from the company that operates the taxi that brought them to your house on the 10th of April 2010, after which they never went back to the hotel again.
You were able to find out that they came here, but you also failed to find out that they left here less than 10 minutes later on finding out that the person they came looking for here was not here.
Really? How come your son was the one that went to check out their luggages at the hotel the next day?
Young lady, Nigerians are known worldwide to be liars and cheats. So if you are here, seated and saying all this rubbish with the hope of duping this family, I would suggest that you go back home, because you will not succeed with us.
If Nigerians are liars and cheats, what are you and your father?
I will call the police and have you arrested for...
For what? For being at the verge of exposing your...
You are at the verge of exposing nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Really? Isn't this you in this photograph?
Where did you get it?
Check the digitalized date at the foot of that picture. Does it compare with the same day you went to the Eden Hotel to check the luggages out? You see, this photograph was taken of you by the hotel CCTV camera. I also have video coverage of everything that you did in that hotel that day. So tell me, who are the liars and cheats now? Nigerians or South Africans?
Now get out of my house!
That is a mistake, sir.
I said get out!
You see, before I came here, the hotel management wanted to report the both of you to the police. But I pleaded with them and asked them to let me settle it amicably. But if I leave here without the information I want, the police will be here any moment to arrest the both of you for kidnapping and...
Stop! Father, let us tell her all she cares to know.
Shut up!
I will not shut up, Father. Can't you see a looming scandal and a family disgrace here? We have managed, Father, to avoid it up to this moment. How do you intend to continue to keep things under control if she invites the police on us? Father.
Sit down, detective.
Good. Hello, Mr. Edward. How far? Have you come up with anything as regards to the politics going on in my kingdom?
Yes. And I'm afraid the situation is more grave than you made it sound when we talked 3 days ago.
How? Are people's life in danger?
It has not gotten to that yet, but there's a dangerous conspiracy going on between Prince Charles and the elders of the kingdom to have him installed king at all cost. And it looks like your father will...
What? How sure are you about this, Mr. Edward?
With regards to your dad's involvement, I'm still investigating it.
Okay. While doing it, please, I want you to watch Her Majesty closely. If what you're telling me is true, she might be in serious danger.
If I have to do that as well, it will cost you.
Don't worry about money, Edward. Just do it for me. And keep it low. No one should know I hired you to do this.
You got it.
Thank you. Call Her Majesty? No. Not until I have all the facts. It might be mere suspicion. My father can't be involved in such a thing. Who will be his prophet? Time to call Her Majesty and brief her of my progress so far.
Hello, Elena. Any luck there?
It wasn't easy, Your Majesty. They tried to stonewall me and only budged when I threatened to go to the police with all the evidence I had. You won't believe this. The man and his son actually detained, tortured and questioned Prince Rochas and Alex for about 6 months in their house.
You must be joking. But why would they do that?
It seems that the spiritual crisis that made Sister Ivy to relocate to her home country continued even after that, forcing her to disappear from home some weeks after. So when His Highness and Alex arrived their house soon after, looking for her and telling them what he did with her in Nigeria, they held them believing that they knew her whereabouts. They confessed to subjecting them to all manner of torture for that 6 months period, and then released them when it became obvious to them that they knew nothing about your daughter's whereabouts.
How dare the animals? But where did they say my son and Alex are?
They told me that they went to Ethiopia in search of the girl.
Ethiopia? What for?
Sister Ivy left a note when she left home saying that she was going to an Ethiopian monastery to stay with the monks until she regains her peace of mind.
Did they say the particular monastery?
She did not indicate that in the note.
Okay. What you're just telling me now is that my son and Alex are still missing.
Technically, yes, Your Majesty.
Elena, I don't believe the bastards. Listen, just go to the police. Force them to tell you where my son and your brother are.
I don't think that would be the ideal course of action for now, Your Majesty. In exchange for keeping everything secret, they are helping to provide me with everything I need to trace them, including cash.
Elena, you don't need their evil money. I want my son back home. God, how are you sure of their sincerity?
I think they can be trusted. In fact, we agreed that his son will accompany me to Ethiopia in 3 days' time.
Okay. Just do whatever you want to do to bring my son out of this problem.
I will, Your Majesty. How is the home front?
Fine. Good night.
Susie!
okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Don't shout. Take it easy.
My wrist.
Sorry. Sit again. Sit. It's okay. Take a deep breath. Look at me. Take a deep breath. It's okay. Take a deep breath, okay? Continue like this, okay? You'll be fine. Huh? Let me go outside and get the car closer to the bed.
No. Don't go. Stay here.
We have to go to the hospital. Just be strong, okay? Be strong for the baby. I'll be right back, okay?
My wrist. Susie, please, my wrist.
Doctor, how is she?
She's fine. She has been delivered of a bouncing baby boy.
Oh, thank you, Jesus. Thank you. How is the baby? I mean, how are both of them?
They're strong. Once they finish cleaning them up, you can see them.
Thank you, doctor. Thank you. Very grateful. Jesus. Here you are, youngest mother. Congratulations. Why are you crying? You've just been delivered of a bouncing baby boy. What are the tears for?
I am crying for the baby. I am crying for myself. For the future of my baby. And for the mess my life has become. God, how did I end up like this?
Listen to me, Ivy. If there is any day, any moment that you need to cheer up and stop bemoaning, it's today, this moment. The only thing I want to hear you say is thank God that you survived the childbirth and all the trials during pregnancy. Whatever that will happen from now henceforth is left for God to determine. Okay?
God has abandoned me, Susie.
No! You're the one that is abandoning yourself by your total loss of hope and faith in God. Be fair to yourself for once, Ivy. Okay, if you think that your life is so messed up that you can no longer forgive yourself, your baby is innocent. Don't mess up his life too by your sorrow and tears. Please.
Please, can you get me something to eat?
I'll get you food in a jiffy. Once again, congratulations. For you, no, I'll be with you. I'm coming.
All next week on Global Exchange, only on CNN, in association with the following. Go beyond borders.
Yeah, who's there coming? Alex, when did you get back from Tanzania?
I'm just coming back now.
But how did it go? Any luck?
No. Rochas, don't you think that we...
It's okay, Alex. Just go to your room. Whatever you have to tell me later tonight.
Are you okay? Okay, I'll see you later.
Daddy.
Yes.
Why don't we just tell Elena the truth? That Ivy never traveled to Ethiopia, just like the note said. And save everybody the stress and costs of another round of search for her.
Nelson, telling Elena the truth will neither save us money nor stress. Believing the fact that we know all that and still allow Rochas and Alex in search for Ivy in Ethiopia. If she knew that we are aware of the fact that she is not in Ethiopia, we still allow Rochas and Alex to go in search of her. She would just conclude that we've been telling our lies all along and calling in the police. And what would that leave us?
Father, she will not do that if she establishes contact with them.
No. She would not do that. Huh? Have you heard from them since they traveled to Ethiopia?
If only you had allowed me kill those bastards when I wanted to.
If I had allowed you to do that, what would we have told Elena and the police to save your neck? Both of you are going to Ethiopia tomorrow with the hope of the fact that you can run into those idiots and conclude that episode once and for all.
And what about Ivy?
No, that one. She will come back home someday, yeah? I believe we have done the best we can under the circumstances. We have concluded the search for her.
There is this workshop the state government is organizing for first-class rulers. I was invited, and it is starting tomorrow.
All right. Are you going to attend?
That is why I called you here. I will.
Okay.
Enyimba,
Your Majesty.
I want you to take full charge of the affairs of the kingdom in my absence. Do not let Charles and the elders pull any kind of surprise while I'm away.
Your Majesty, you can always count on me. Any time, any day. Yes. When are you leaving for the city?
In the morning.
All right. That's okay. Is there any other thing you want me to do for you?
No, that will be all.
All right. Okay.
Enyimba,
Your Majesty.
I want to say thank you for being there for me since my husband passed on. Thank you.
Your Majesty, it's my responsibility. You don't have to thank me for that. You don't have to. By the way,
Have you heard from Elena? I mean, is she making any headway on the search so far?
You'll be the first I will inform when she does.
Okay. Your Majesty, I will be leaving here.
You must stop, Ivy.
Now what?
There's a development. My parents just called that they'll be coming back with the whole family to settle down here in South Africa.
You are lying, aren't you?
I'm not. If you'd like, you can talk to them and confirm it yourself.
When are they coming back?
In 2 weeks' time.
I guess you are telling me because it will be too hard for them to accommodate me and my baby here.
Listen, Ivy, even without the baby, you know you made me lie to them when your father called in to say that you are missing, and they called to ask if I've seen you. So if they come back and see you here, that is the game over.
And I trust in you too. Don't worry, I'll sort myself out.
How?
I'll get an estate agent to get me a new accommodation.
If you ask me, I will tell you that the accommodation is no longer the only problem you have now. You and the baby need care, and
if what you are telling me is that I should go back home, please don't, because I can never try that.
Ivy, How long do you think you can continue like this? Even if you don't want to go back home, you can at least let your family know that you are still alive. Okay? You need them now more than ever. The baby needs them even more.
You sure don't know my father and Nelson. They are too arrogant to live with the fact that I did not just leave my calling in the church, that I'm also not a bastard. They will simply kill both of us and close the matter.
What if they react otherwise?
Susie, this is my life. Allow me to handle it the way I want.
Alex, I want you to pack my things and your things immediately.
Pack our things? Where are we going again?
Back to SA. From what we know, it is very obvious that Ivy didn't come this way.
Could it be that her father and Nelson knew all along? Still, they sent us here on a goose chase?
So it seems. Just do as you're told.
Time to call home and update Her Majesty. Nah. Let me shower first. I need it badly.
She couldn't have played more into her hands. With her 3 days absence from the kingdom, we have all the time in the world to plot your establishment as the next table in place of Rochas.
That's good, Uncle. So, how do we go about it now?
Hey, Charles, I am a genius. I'm going to have a meeting with the elders today in my house. Wait and see what will happen at the end of it.
Who's that?
Her Majesty.
And you're not picking? Do you want her to get suspicious even before we start the second phase of the plot?
No. Okay, don't mind me. Wait here. Hello, Your Majesty. Huh? Who is this? Huh? That the Queen of Abama Kingdom, with her entourage, got ambushed by unknown gunmen? Officer, please, was Her Majesty killed? Which hospital are you taking her to? Okay, I'll be there. In fact, I am on my way already. Yes. Anyoma Roko Nimoka.
Uncle, what happened?
That Her Majesty was shot by unknown gunmen, and all in her entourage got killed.
Hey! God, I'm finished. Uncle, everyone will think it's me. Now the police will come and arrest me and... Uncle, listen to me. I swear, I don't have anything.
Go to the palace and wait.
Go where? Do you want the people to lynch me?
Okay, stay here. I'll give you a call.
Good. I'm in trouble.
What is going on? How come I cannot get either Her Majesty or her chief guard on the phone? Is it possible for both of them to switch off their phones at the same time? Hello, Mr. Edward. It's me, Elena.
Where are you? I've been trying to get you on the phone in the past 4 hours.
Yes, my South African line is off. I'm calling you from Ethiopia on my new line.
Ethiopia?
Yes, that's where my brother and the prince are. What's up with Her Majesty? I can't get her on the phone.
That was why I was trying to reach you. There has been a development.
What happened?
She and her empty house were ambushed by what the police call a gang. They killed all her guards, shot her too, but she miraculously survived the object.
Oh my God. Where is she now? I mean, how critical is her condition?
The doctor said in a statement released a while ago that she's stable, though still in a coma. Hello?
I'm here. Mr. Edward, I don't believe it was a robbery attack. I seriously suspect it to be an assassination attempt. Please arrange to have some policemen guarding her at the hospital.
What if the police authorities...
Bribe them if you must. If my suspicion is right, they are likely to make another attempt to her life before today runs out. Please don't let them get to her. In fact, go there yourself with the officers and make sure that everything is...
How dare you and your guy mess up my operation after taking so much money from me? Take your hands off me, or you'll be dead. You are in no position to threaten me, you action. I have your gun.
Do you have mine as well, Chief?
My gun, Chief. Now, what the fuck is your problem? My problem is your incompetence.
Chief, no more of your insults. Tell us what the problem is.
Her Majesty is alive. She's alive. What? I shot her myself, point blank. Then it's either you are the worst shooter in the world, or two of you are playing pranks with me. As I speak to you, she is recuperating at Udwint Hospital.
Oh, Chief, you don't do half job.
Of course, nobody takes my money and does half job. So go back there and finish her up, or you have a battle with me. Is that a threat? Go and do justice to the money given you.
Good day, Doctor. I'm Detective Njiko. I'm here in respect of the short Queen of Abomo Kingdom. Our DPO sent us to find out if she's out of coma yet, so she could help us clarify some certain issues that could lead to the arrest of our shooters, sir.
Officer, you couldn't have come at a better time. She just came out of coma some minutes ago and is requesting for immediate police presence in her ward.
All right, come on. Sorry, go ahead.
Corporal, what are you still doing in the van? Okay, meet you immediately.
Okay, direct the corporal to the phone. Your Majesty, some police are here to...
Step aside, Doc. Jesus. We are not policemen. We are here to round off our business. Guy,
Shut up! Open your mouth. Produce a sound. I'll so blow off your head. Guy! Finish up that room. Freeze! Drop down your weapon on the ground. On the ground or I'll blow off your brain. Drop it on the ground or I'll blow off your brain. Drop down. Drop it down. On the ground. Down.
Is that what?
Your Majesty, you're safe now.
How?
Elena sent me to you.
Elena?
Yes, Your Majesty. Doctor, there's a disaster. The assassins and the policemen that arrested them have just been assassinated in front of the hospital.
What?
I'm telling you, I'm not joking now. Come and see for yourself. Jesus Christ.